April is an absolutely stacked month for gaming. And it honestly might be one of the most interesting months for games we've had in a long time. Because it's not just about big releases, it's the mix. On one hand, you've got these massive big budget AAA games like Pragmata and Saros that could end up being some of the biggest titles of the year, and right alongside them, you've got smaller, more experimental games that feel like they have real breakout potential. The kind of games that come out of nowhere and suddenly everybody's talking about them. And when you put it all together, this month feels less like a normal release window and more like a preview of what the rest of the year could be like. Because right now, there's a big divide between what people expect out of AAA games and what indie games are actually delivering. And this month, we got a lot of them going head to head. So let's go through the biggest games coming out in April, the ones that look great and the ones that could surprise people, and the one I'm most excited about. Now, one of the games that's already taking a lot of my time is Super Meat Boy 3D. I'm a massive Super Meat Boy fan, and it's honestly one of my favorite Xbox 360 games. It came out on Xbox Live Arcade all the way back in 2010, and I was obsessed with that game. I did everything you possibly could. I did everything you could do because I loved that game, and I loved the challenge of it, and I loved speedrunning it, and it was such a good time. And now with Super Meat Boy 3D, they've basically taken that game and found a perfect way to make it 3D and feel just as good as the original. Yeah, sometimes the camera can be a little bit wonky, and you don't really want that in a game that demands such precision, but I think in terms of everything else, they've absolutely nailed the feel, and I'm having such a great time with this game. And if you're somebody who likes fast-paced platformers, I highly recommend that you pick it up. Now, another game that's grabbing my eye is Darwin's Paradox. This game has a demo on Steam, and honestly, the demo didn't really blow me away. I wasn't a huge fan of how it controlled, and I didn't really love a lot of the instant fail mechanic. Even though I understand that that's a big part of the game, and I think there's going to be some tweaks when it comes to the actual release, that they're going to have a little bit of difference when it comes to how those instant fail mechanics work, because sometimes it felt like they triggered unnecessarily within the demo, and that kind of threw me off. But just the look of the game where you play as this octopus and you're just slithering around, basically like a stealth game, which we haven't really got a really good stealth game in a while, and I know it's on a 2D plane, so you can only get so stealth, but just, I really like the look of this game. I really like what they're going for, and I think it has a lot of potential to actually be good. So I am excited to get my hands on it. Then on April 8th, we have Pokémon Champions. Now, this is a strictly Pokémon battling game, and for a lot of people, that's the main reason why they play Pokémon. Some people are really only in it to collect them and then battle them. They took out every other aspect that you expect from Pokémon, and they've stripped it down just to the battle. You'll be able to assemble a team of Pokémon, tweak them, and then battle others online. And that's the purpose of the game. Can you become the best Pokémon battler? I don't know. I'm probably not gonna pick this one up, but I'm sure it appeals to a lot of people. But for me, I really like the overall experience of Pokémon. I like the journey. I like the world. I wanna be part of the world less than just battle, 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 battle. Then on April 16th, we got Mouse PI for Hire. This is a game that has caught my eye since it was very first announced, and I am in love with the style of this game. It's a first-person shooter with character designs that are loosely based on those early Mickey Mouse cartoons, you know, like Steamboat Willie, and it perfectly captures that art style. And like, honestly, probably to a lot of people, the first thing they think of when they see something like this is Cuphead, because they don't really have that old school animation to draw back from. But for me, this is hitting all of my buttons, dude. A great first-person campaign, cool characters, cool art design, the animations look awesome, Troy Baker's in it. Come on, you're speaking my language here, dude. I can't wait for this game, and I hope it's gonna be amazing. And on the very same day, we got Tomodachi Life 2. This is a game that I thought would have absolutely zero appeal to me, but because the demo came out, I decided to give it a try. And honestly, this is better than Pokemon Pokopia. I'll say it. I'll straight up say it. Pokopia is kind of more like Minecraft plus, Dragon Quest Builders, which is based off of, and like a little bit of Animal Crossing, a little bit of Viva Pinata. I love Viva Pinata. Where Tomodachi Life feels more like The Sims. And I love it. I love that you can make your Mii's say whatever you want them to say. I think it's hilarious that you can get them to, swear and do whatever. Great. I love that you can design all the characters. I love that you're building this little village and they're interacting in funny and interesting ways. It's excellent. If you think it might not appeal to you, I highly suggest that you download the demo, because I was convinced. The second I played the demo, I was locked in. I'm so ready for this game, and I cannot wait. And then just a day later, we have Pragmata. My God, this game was announced when the PS5 was announced, and I've been waiting for this game for years, dude. And Capcom has consistently put out high quality, excellent games. And this is another one, because yes, there is a demo, and the demo is fantastic. So good, in fact, that I beat it 3 times because I just didn't want to stop playing. I cannot wait for this game. There is so much potential here. Everything about this game is just talking to me, and I can't wait to really get my hands on it and just blast through it, because I know I'm going to, because Capcom has been on a absolute roll these years, and they're just consistently putting out unbelievably good game after unbelievably good game. Except for Dragon's Dogma 2, which honestly, for the first 10 hours, a masterpiece. After that, meh. But this game, wowza. Then just a week later, on April 22nd, we have Masters of Albion, which is the newest game from Peter Molyneux, which, if you guys remember, famous for Black and White, famous for Project Milo demo, and then famous for kind of just disappearing for a lot of years. And this is his big return, and honestly, it looks like it's a reimagining of his classic games. He sees it as his chance at redemption for his years of mistakes in the games industry, and hopes that this will bring him back to the level that he was once respected for. I think it looks really cool. I think there's a lot of potential here. I think it's not going to appeal to a lot of people. This is a very specific type of game for a very specific type of audience, and it doesn't seem like it's going to have very wide appeal, but I think for a lot of people, it's going to hit, and it's going to hit nice, dude. And I'm excited for it. Then on April 30th, we got the big one, dude. Saros, the return of Housemarque. After their massively successful game, Returnal, I shouldn't really say massively successful, it sold around 1 million copies or so, but it was good, dude. It was really good. They found a way to bring that arcade shooter style into the modern era, and it was so damn good and exhilarating to play. And Saros looks like they've just refined that experience. Instead of you having these extremely long runs where progression feels extremely limited, now they've decided to pull it back a little bit and give you these 30-minute runs where you're going to see a lot of progression, a lot of forward momentum when it comes to the story, a lot of momentum when it comes to upgrades, and just a lot of feeling of that you're moving the character and the storyline forward. And it looks so damn good. It looks like Returnal 2, except instead of calling it Returnal, they're calling it Saros, and it looks amazing. What's my most anticipated game this month? It's gotta be Pragmata, dude. I cannot wait. And also, honorable mention, completely forgot to say, Replaced, that 2D pixel art game. Wowza, dude. What a stunning looking game. This game looks so damn good. And the one unfortunate thing is that the demo didn't blow me away. Apparently, there's been a lot of changes from the demo to the final release, and I really, really hope that they've actually nailed it, because I want this game to be good so badly. But if it's not, I'll spend all my time playing Pragmata and playing Mouse PI. Can't wait for both. Will the AAA games prevail this month, or will the indie games blow everybody else away? I guess we'll have to wait and see, but I think Mouse PI for Hire is gonna be cute.